Ifilm, London. Ifilm, London.
Welcome everybody to our headquarters. Very proud day to bring you all here as we relaunch ourselves into the boxing world after some may say a little dormant time for Matchroom, and we're delighted to welcome you here to our offices and put on this day for you today. Obviously we've got a lot going on all day. We've got Carl Froch and Andre Ward press conference, the first of our media tour, which will take us to New York later tonight and then Oakland on Wednesday. Just a couple of our guys here today. I wanted to bring up two guys who are really spearheading Matchroom's attack back into the boxing world, and very proud of these two men. Got two huge fights coming up. Firstly, talk about Darren Barker. You know, Darren was really our first signing through Tony Sims back into the boxing world, and we had a trip out against Domenico Spada for the European title earlier this year. He won that with ease, and when he joined Matchroom, we had our first meeting. He said to me, if you ever get the opportunity for me to fight Sergio Martinez, he said, please take it. He said, I know you might think I'm mad, and I know there are easier fights out there, but it was a fight that he always wanted. And when I spoke to Lou DiBella and that opportunity came up, it was something that Darren wanted to take with both hands. And you know, we looked at other fights with Chavez and with Stern, and to be honest with you, the one that Darren really wanted was the Martinez fight, and we're delighted that that fight's taking place in Atlantic City on October the 1st. It's a huge fight for Darren Barker. It's a huge fight for British boxing. He's taking on the #2 pound-for-pound fighter in the world in Martinez, who's a great fighter. Darren's got a plan, his team have got a plan, we've got a plan, and we believe he's going to do the business. And he's a huge underdog going into the fight. Doesn't faze him in the slightest. And I think it's great for Darren and great for sport that someone who's given so much to this sport gets a chance to really shine in a fight like that, live on Sky Sports and live on HBO. It's a huge platform for anybody, and we're delighted for Darren to go into that fight. On my left is the special one, Kel Brook, someone who we're so excited about. And you know, a lot is happening in the media at the moment, talking about Amir Khan fighting Kel Brook and all kinds of stuff. Well, you know, as we said to Kel, we've got our own plan with Kel, and we've got our own mission, and we're not going to be anyone's bitch. And we're not going to just take an Amir Khan fight as a challenger for people to dictate terms to us. We're going to go out and we're going to win a world title at 147. And if Amir Khan wants to come to the table on a 50-50 deal, then we're happy to maintain that and welcome him to the table. Kel is a phenomenal talent. He's probably the most talented young fighter we've got in this country at the moment. And we've got a plan with Kel, and I know that Terry and Kel want to go out and fight the very best in the world. If we got the fight with Mayweather or Pacquiao, they'd take the fight tomorrow. But it's our job to do the right thing and to build their profile and to build their career and have a structure and a plan in place to take him to the highest level at the best possible time. His first fight against Lovemore Undo really was the first proper test that he's had in his career, in my opinion. He came through a tough fight in which he nearly won every round in that fight. Nearly stopped Lovemore. And you know, boxing and building up a fighter's profile, like any sportsman, is all about firstly building it in their hometown. When we signed Kel Brook, people told me, what a great fighter, but he doesn't sell a ticket. Well, that's because he's never fought in Sheffield since he was 18. It's ridiculous. So now we take him back to Sheffield. He sells out the Hillsborough Centre with 2 weeks to go, and now we're up to 2,500 at Ponds Forge, and he'll be selling that out as well. And then the next one will be on to Sheffield Arena. Kel's out a week after Darren on October the 8th. He's taking on Rafael Djakovic, #6 in the Ring Magazine rankings, #5 in the IBF, #10 in the WBO, and a real good test for Kel. He's lost once in 24 fights, never been stopped again, and it's the next stage of progression for Kel Brook. And from here, it's an eliminator for the world title. We're already speaking to Lou DiBella, looking at the winner of Berto Zavek, already looking at Senchenko, and that's our plan, our strategy. You know, they get in there and fight in the ring, and we fight for them outside of the ring. We make sure that we absolutely deliver 100% on all levels. So firstly, I'm going to pass over to Darren to say a few words about his fight with Sergio Martinez.
How you doing, everyone? You alright? Just want to say thanks for all coming out, and me personally, it's a real honour to be sitting here, part of a great team like Matchroom, being a part of it, and you know, I'm sure as a group and as a team we're going to take over boxing with some of the talent we've got here. You know, as far as the fight's concerned, I mean, it's a dream come true. We've been fighting for 17 years now. And like Eddie said, when we sat down, he said, you know, who would you like to fight? And obviously Martinez was the name I come up with straight away. Just purely, you know, I believe I'm all wrong for it. I just think I've just got the style to beat him. I mean, and I'll prove that on the 1st of October. Like I say, preparations are going well. Very confident, and really looking forward to getting out there and shocking the world. Because like I say, it's a dream come true, and I just think timing's right, and really looking forward to it. So I'll pass the mic over. Not a great deal to say really, but tune in, because you will be seeing history. Thanks very much.
Thanks, Darren. And just Kel, just say a few words now ahead of his challenge against Rafael Jakovic.
Thanks a lot for coming out today. What a beautiful day it is. Yeah, I'm on to the next progression of my career with I'm fighting Rafael Jakovic. Another tough opponent. My last fight, Love More and Do, that's been the toughest opponent so far at my own town in Sheffield. I'm so glad it went 12 rounds. I believe that I put a good performance off for the crowd and for the paying public, and that's what it's all about. I like to be in them big fights, and I want that world title. I'm in a very good place with Matchroom. They're doing absolutely everything for me. Everything's going absolutely superb. But I've got a fight on 8th October, and I can take that world title. I just need to keep on winning. Keep winning well, winning in style, and that world title just round the corner. I'll be watching the Berto De Veg fight with great interest, because the winner of that, possibly, that could be the next one after this. So I'm in a great place, and everything's going absolutely super duper. So let's just keep bringing them hard fights on, and let's just keep winning and winning well. Thanks.
Thanks guys, we're going to break now for one-on-ones with Darren and Kel. We're going to start the Carl Froch press conference in about 10 or 15 minutes. So you can get your grabs with Darren and Kel now. Also we've got coming later, Gavin Rees here, going to be fighting on the same night as Darren Barker on October the 1st, taking on Derry Matthews, our British champion, Lee Purdy, and new signing Ryan Crash Bang Taylor. You can catch him at Prize Fighter over there. All these guys are going to be having media workouts later while we're eating the food, so we can feel really guilty. But thanks guys, back with us soon, and grab your pieces with Kel and Darren now. Thank you.
Ifilm, London. Ifilm, London.